Josh, do you?
No, I prefer Joshua.
If somebody calls you Josh, either they don't know you or they're trying to make you mad, or what?
Usually it's because they don't know me that well. I mean, it doesn't bother me as much because it's just something people do. But
when your mother's mad at you, she doesn't. She calls you the full name, Josh.
She's the middle name.
Nah, she starts yelling and I already know what's up.
Well, 2 games in, how comfortable are you feeling at linebacker?
You get more and more comfortable every game. Definitely playing with all the guys out there, that's the best way to become comfortable. You know, practice is a different situation than game time, so the more we can be out there, I think the better.
Josh, these guys want to run 100 plays a game, and they're kind of doing that right now. I'm talking about Cal. How do you get ready for that kind of pace? Just talk about what you'll be thinking about this week as you get ready to play a team like that, which is still a little bit rare.
Just game reps and practice, so going out there and doing it, but also making sure you're able to lock in meetings when you're watching film, just so you can pick up on any tendencies. Because when they're running that many plays at you, any advantage you can get, any edge, knowing what you're doing going out there is going to help.
What do you think is their thinking running that much? Is it trying to get you guys tired, or trying to get you confused, or probably a combo?
A little bit of everything. I think it's something that if your offense is comfortable with it, you can definitely use it to your advantage. Sometimes it takes defenses out of things they like to do, but you know, you just got to find a way to play with that.
How do you guys in practice go about practicing your fake injuries to slow down a fast team like that? You know, like there's always teams out there that look like they're trying to do that.
We go. We got to build depth. I think that's a big thing. So we rotate guys. There'll be none of that faking stuff. It's just going to go out there and play the game how we play.
What do you think? There are some people at college football who don't like the up-tempo stuff. That, you know, they think maybe it's not good for the game or maybe not fair to a defense. I don't know. What do you think of that trend that it seems to be lots of teams doing that?
I think it's the fun thing about college football. You get all different styles of ball. You know, you don't see the same thing every week, and that's what's fun about it. You know, when you turn on a different game, you're going to be seeing different things, whereas in the NFL, it's a lot of the same things being run.
I was just kidding.
Yeah.
Did you ever play soccer?
No.
No, just, you know, they do that all the time in soccer.
Men's soccer.
The women's, oh yes, Women's World Cup.
Josh, have you ever been to California?
I have not.
Anything that you think that you might be able to see that you'd have time to see, or
no?
It's just business trip.
Business trip. Going there, preparing for a game. When we get there, we want to be locked in. We want to be ready to go.
How different are you as a player this year?
Very different. I think the mental side of the game is big. Physically, my game is changing. I'm changing. So I think a year makes a big difference. You know, the off season was a grind, and it's something that gets you prepared. So I'm really excited, especially since you know, this is my first year really being in it, besides special teams, to see how I progress.
Because you always haven't been a linebacker.
You know, that transition wasn't too bad. I played a lot of different positions in high school, but I feel most natural playing linebacker, and we've got good guys in the room who helped me through my transition anyway, so it's just really exciting to be out there.
Has the coaching staff adjusted anything to prepare y'all for playing 3 time zones away?
No. I mean, we're going to make sure we get our rest this week. We're going to be smart about it, but there's only so much you can do right now to prepare for that.
Will you keep your watch on Eastern time? I know it sounds like a dumb question, but I mean, the game's going to start at 7 y'all's time, 4 their time. Does that kind of thing even mean anything to you?
I'm not even thinking about that. I'm just thinking about playing ball.
Well, how do you do that? I was talking to Coach Jeff Hireman about how do you stay in that bubble. Is it tough to stay in that bubble when you're on a road trip to a place you've never been and playing in a stadium you've never been?
Yes and no. You know, there's a lot of things that your mind goes through, but I think our coaching staff does a great job of keeping us focused on why we're there. You know, even with the time change, that's something you got to deal with. It's going to be 7 our time, so that's like a night game. You just get really, really, really pumped for those. So hopefully we can take that type of energy in there.
This coaching staff talks so much about special teams and how important it is. When they're looking for guys to play on special teams, what do they look for? Is it like speed and tackling or that kind of thing, or is it more about like an attitude about playing special teams?
There's definitely an attitude. They look for effort and, you know, guys who go. And that's a big thing around here because if you're not on a special team, you're really not playing. So it's older guys, it's younger guys, but any way you can get on the field, you just got to go out there and show them through the drill work that you're just going to go out there and play.
Is that an adjustment
2 more questions
for young players when you get to this level? Like, do guys come in wanting to play on special teams, or do you sort of have to learn that? that you have to do that?
A lot of guys come in here wanting to play on special teams because they see that as probably one of the quickest ways to get on the field as a young player. And if you go really hard and you do what you're told, that is one of the easiest ways. Other guys never really had to play on special teams in high school unless they were like a returner or something scoring touchdowns, so they're not as excited. But at the end of the day, we breed an attitude here that you want to be on special teams.
Is this defensive coaching staff, are they the type that'll kind of stick it in y'all's ear this week, showing you replays of Bigelow making his spin and going 80? I mean, how do they approach, I'm sure you remember that.
Yeah.
How do they approach reminding you of what you're facing, that they have players too, et cetera?
We do it every day. I mean, San Diego State had a great running back.
Yeah.
And, you know, we watched film from last year to correct up stuff for this year, but I don't think we have as many issues with the loss of leverage. We practice tackling all the time, so it's going to be a different game. Obviously, we have to expect athletes are going to come and athletes are going to do what they do, but you can't go in the game being worried about missing a tackle or losing leverage. You just got to go out there and play.
Joshua, thank you very much.
Thanks, man. Thank you.